What's up, everybody? Archimedes here, and I wanted to show you guys how I get my bigger upper body and, well, chest, back, and shoulders. So this video shows basically a full day's workout through me. That would be cardio, abs, chest, back, and shoulders all put into this video. A lot of people don't believe that you should be doing so much in one day, and you can separate these into different days if you like. You are more than welcome to do that. I just believe in my workouts. I try to knock out as many workouts as I can within a short amount of time in order to hit every muscle group consistently. So basically, before these workouts, I do recommend to keep yourself very hydrated. Make sure you have a stomach that's full, but not right away full. You can, make yourself sick that way. And then some pre-workout. If you don't want caffeine and you're good off of that, you're more welcome to. But I do recommend pre-workout. It does help a lot. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy the video, please drop a comment, drop a like, and drop a subscribe. Enjoy. Alright, so I wanted to start this video off of a little bit of cardio. I start off with cardio and into my warm-up every single day. So that's 15 minutes to 30 minutes if you're trying to lose a lot more weight. I want you to actually notice what I have on the board right there. It is 293 calories burnt within 16 minutes. That is a lot, almost 300 calories burnt within 15 minutes pretty much. That is most calories I've seen burnt on any of the machines besides the row machine that you can get. And I believe that you should honestly start your days off with a good cardio session. Even if you are bulking too, just do a small 5-minute, 10-minute. You don't have to be so intense on it. But also, if you want to keep a good slim body, it's a good recommendation. And then we're going to move on to our stretching here. So I do about 20 seconds of each pretty much basic stretch where, stretching out the hamstring, stretching out the back, stretching out the legs, doing all different type of separate stretches here. I really try to make sure I do my stretching every single day. I live by that. My great-grandmother pretty much stretched every single day and did yoga, and she was able to walk until she was age 100. So basically that's what my goal is with this here. And also you can see that with my girlfriend here, Bree, fiance I should say, is working. She does it every single day too, because I want her to be able to move later on in life as well too. So I always recommend everybody stretch, do the basic stretching in here, and I'll do a little, I think I will post a little thing on there on what my stretches are as well too. Moving on to the chest. So we're going to go ahead and start off with push-ups. And I do multiple different types of push-ups here. And I sped it up for you guys here because I do about almost 300 in total here push-ups. So basically I start off with the clap push-ups, 12 of those. 12 clap, 12 diamonds. So that's what we're going to go through right here, the 12 diamonds right now. And then after that, I always do a quick little short breaks, especially with the harder ones, but I wanted to show a little bit more of how close I'm getting to the ground. Form is everything here as well, too, when you're doing push-ups. So after the diamond, you do 12 regular push-ups, which you want to make sure you hit that ground, touch the ground as quickly as you can to, sometimes do a hold there as well. It will help you a lot. And I want to also you guys notice that I'm also getting a little bit bigger here while doing these push-ups as well too. They do help a lot with showing your tone. So after I do my 12 normals, I do 12 spread outs. So I spread them out a little bit further than I do my normals, and I spread them out. It's almost like a fly on the ground, if you would say. It helps a lot with your chest, building up the bigger chest. Then we move on to the fist push-ups. Now these do help along with the arms and your shoulders as well too. I can feel it mostly in my arms and shoulders when I do my fist push-ups. So these help a lot if you're trying to build bigger arms as well too. As you can see in the background, my girlfriend's already started. They close to the ground push-ups. We'll get over that in a moment. But see right there, already winded from the amount of push-ups I already did. And I've been doing this for a long time, guys. So this is not something that's very, it's not simple push-ups. And this is just the very beginning. So my crappy form, one-hand push-ups, I know they're crappy right now, but you know what? After doing a bunch of different push-ups and doing those, it's freaking hard. You can see my face is glowing red at the moment. So definitely want to make sure that you keep yourself hydrated and make sure you're drinking water during this. You see all the sweat. I'm like glistening right now because of all the sweat. But after I do my one hands, I do my what I think is a lot of people are going to have a lot of controversy about, but I will tell you right now, and you try it out and tell me what you think. 200 of these low ground push-ups. Now, what I do here is I put my arms closest to my body as I can, and basically my triceps and my upper chest is feeling this more than anything. It's not a direct, hit of that, of like a push up, like people would consider better push ups. I got a better side angle for you guys so you can see how it's done. It looks like I'm not really doing anything, but it's because the shirt's hitting the ground, but I'm actually hitting up and down right there. So I do about 200 of those. Now, you don't have to do exactly the amount I'm doing here. Do as much as you can. So after that, we would like to get into the ab phase. So we're starting off with our planks here. Get our planks done. We do about a minute of normal planking. So that sit it there for about a minute. You want to hold it down there. Planking, hands down, is one of the more pain in the ass things. If you're not used to planking, you're going to definitely feel it if you're sitting there for a good minute or so. So you definitely want to make sure that you're rested for this as well after your push-ups, and then get into the planking phase. So once after we get our regular planks done, we start going into our side planks. The side planks are very useful for getting your side abs going on there. You want to hold it a little bit longer there. As you can see, my fiance is doing a little bit quicker, but she still feels it there too. So if you feel like you could just do it quicker, maybe starting off that way, you're more welcome to start off that way if you like. But I do recommend just holding it as long as you can, because that's going to be the difference maker on that type of thing. So I do about hold about set or 12 each of these right there. So all right, so we're going to be going into the decline abdominal. So basically what we're going to do here is 20 sets of normal, then we decrease the sets down to 12, and then I do another decrease to 10 knee to elbows. So on each, basically I go back and forth each side on 10 of that. Leg raises. So every time I hit one side of it, it's 1, 2, and the middle is a 1. So basically that's 1, 2, right there. Middle one is a 2. So I do 12 sets of those, basically hitting both sides, the side abs and the middle at the same time. Moving on to the ab crunch. Now this one in particular, I put a lot of weight onto it. I do sets of 3, basically a 20. So 20 sets of 3 on this, and I decrease each time. So 155 to 125 down to 195, and slow repetition. Moving on to a different form of the ab crunch, I do this with less weight but longer holds as well, and I decrease this as well too, from 80 to 60 to 40. Moving on to the hyperextensions. Keep these simple and short and sweet with 20 of these, a set of just normal hyperextensions. You could do 3 sets if you like. Same thing with the hyperextensions. Keep it short and sweet with the side hyperextensions as well. Just do 3 sets of 20, and that should be pretty firing. Use the weights as well to start off with low weight and then go on with higher weights later on. All right, moving on to dips. Now, dips, I would recommend you do as much as you can with the dips. I do about 4 sets of 12 when I could really push out the dips. I start off with the dips before I go into any other type of exercises just to get them out of the way. Now, pull-ups are my worst enemy. I hate pull-ups. So you want to try to get them down as much as you can. They're really amazing for your lats. I would recommend 4 sets of 12 if you can manage to do that. It's one of my biggest problems are pull-ups, but you got to do them. Now, of course, you can't have a big chest without doing benches. And incline bench I start off with because it's the hardest one. So I recommend starting off with your heaviest and then decreasing that to half and going to as many reps as you possibly can. So basically, max and then max reps after that as well to get the best chest. Between each one of my bench rest, I do my shoulders. So I'll go with rear delt raise, and right now I'll do just one set of 12 of the rear delt raises, and then like I said, I'll move on to another shoulder exercise in between my bench sesh. Now, side lateral raise. Now, these look kind of awkward the way I'm doing it, but I put a little bit more twist into my arms. You can feel it more into your upper shoulders as well too when you do it this way. There's the more traditional way, but I feel this way too. So I do one set of 12s. This is in between my bench as well. Now the shoulder press. So like I said before, in between my bench, I'm going to do one set of 12 of this. But this, I start off with one of the higher weights, around 100 to 70 pounds, and I decrease it down lower and lower. So one set. So pretty much after I'm done all of benching, I do around almost 4 sets of each of these in between my benches. Benching. So basically I wanted to slow this down to show everybody here how I get into form on my benches. Just to make sure you have a nice arched back and you have it's flat across, your arm span is just right. I have longer arms, so it's harder for me to bench than most people. So basically you want to do your max first, as much as you can do on the max, and then like with the incline, you decrease it by half and do as many reps as you possibly can. Alright, the one arm dumbbell row. So basically you do about a set of 20 of your max, and then a set of 20 of half the weight. So you see right there, that's not the best form on the possible, but I switched it over to a lighter weight, half the weight, and you can see that the form there is a lot better on there. You want to do 2 sets of 20 of the one dumbbell row. Incline shoulder press. So basically you want to do 3 sets of 20, starting off with the heaviest you can do, and then decreasing it as you go down further. Pretty much this hits the shoulders very well with the incline on that as well too. Behind the back lat pull downs. So we're going to do the same thing as we did with the inclined shoulder press. Basically start off with your max amount and then decrease it to half. So do 3 sets of 20. Alright, so the cable row, and I wanted to really show you guys the detail in my back. Look how ripped that damn thing looks. But anyways, I do about 3 sets of 20 of the cable row, starting off with your max and decreasing it lower with the sets. Now, you can't have a back day without a lat pull down. So basically what you're going to do here is start off with your max and do 3 sets of 20, pretty much decreasing it as you go. Always got to have that lat pull down, definitely for those lats. Now shoulder shrugs. Now you could do this with the deadlifts machine, or if your gym has a shoulder shrugging machine, I definitely recommend it. Just like all the other ones, you could do 3 sets of 20, pretty much with your max at first, and then decreasing as you go. These right here, you definitely will feel it, especially if you do them right. It looks kind of awkward and weird, but honestly, that's the way you're supposed to do it. You want your shoulders all the way up, make your to basically you're shrugging yourself, shoulder shrugging. So these help a lot. So ending the day with a pec fly. So basically, you could do 3 sets of 20. Same thing, max weight and lowering the weight. You could do it on a machine, dumbbells, incline, decline. Get your pec flies in. Do multiple versions of it. And it will submit what you worked for today as well too. Alright, that's the end of my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Of course, you're not going to get insta massive huge from doing this. It takes years and years of natural building as well. You'll see on social media people, get chest in a couple months. Those are people that are taking stuff to get to that point. So, if you enjoyed the video and it helped you a lot, please sub, like, and comment. Enjoy.